Hello, people of the universe. In a video a while back, I had stated something around the lines of like gaining allergies from your partner or something to that effect. Well, I'm going to here reiterate some of that and something that I've done to try to combat that. So, I have gained a bit of allergies from being with my wife. I've gained a slight lactose intolerance, which I experienced today, shitting my guts out. So that was cool. I also have a red meat intolerance to some degree. Doesn't always agree with my stomach. It's like I can have these things more than she can because I don't have the allergy. I don't know what happened. It's like I just started gaining a slight allergy to them. I still have it every once in a while, so it's like okay, but like she can't have it at all. I also try, so I've been staying away from a lot of things that she's been allergic to, like pineapples, mangoes, peaches, I think are one of them. Just kind of like stuff that she's allergic to for sure. So I've been staying away from them. Also due to some other reason that has to do with the bedroom, but that's something else. But the reason I'm bringing it up is because it's kind of changed my diet a little bit. When I'm at home, when I'm at work, it's just kind of like all bets are off. I gotta eat what I gotta eat. You know, if it has cheese in it, then so be it. But when I'm at home, we try to have meals together and eat together. So we have a lot of vegan type foods like we just tried a vegan mozzarella cheese, which was actually super delicious. So right now we can still have chicken. So we had chicken in our sandwiches that we just had tonight with mozzarella cheese. She can still have mayo, so we had mayo. And then it was actually super delicious. We've had a bunch of tofu a lot recently too to try to replace the red meat. It doesn't work that well without a tofu press. But yeah, so the reason that I wanted to talk about it is that it has changed my diet to some degree at home. And when I first got together with her, I don't know how the conversation came up, but I had told her, I was like, look, I eat meat. That's not going to change. I eat all this dairy and all this cheese and whatever, right? And I was like, that's not going to change. I'm not going to change for you. Well, my body did. My body changed for her. And you know what? I think at first, because I tried, when I started getting a slight dairy allergy, I tried drinking other milk and it just didn't work. I said, you know what? I'm just going to deal with it. Drinking the milk I have now. And so that's one thing I haven't been able to fix is the type of milk that I drink right now. I just drink, I still drink regular milk. I can't stomach some of the other ones. Like some of the other ones, they just don't have any taste. It tastes bad or it just feels bad. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I have tried is the thing. But yeah, when I first got together with her, I told her, you know, this is me. You can't change me. My body did, and honestly, it's not as bad as I thought it was. I think I've done a lot of growing up from that type of viewpoint. I used to be very picky as an eater as well. I wouldn't really try much. But, you know, we've also used cauliflower to replace meat, and it's been wonderful sometimes. That's why instead of tofu, because we don't have the tofu press yet, but it's actually kind of nice to try new things that she can enjoy and try it with her is, I don't know how to put it. It's a good experience for us both. Because if she can find foods that she can eat, because right now it feels like to her that she can't eat a lot of things. And it kind of makes her sad because she looks at some things on the bag that she's like, oh, this will probably be good. Well, it has dairy in it, or it has carrageenan or something like that. So when we find stuff that she can have that she does enjoy, like especially dinner-wise, that I can have and enjoy with her, I think it makes her happy that we can still eat meals together. It doesn't mean that that it's something we can't do anymore. So, but on that subject, we also, I also think that if a little more effort went into stuff like tofu or just like a vegan alternative, it would, it could replace meat. And honestly, I don't think I care. I used to care. I used to be picky. I used to be like, you know, I was raised this way. This is how I do. But honestly, a lot of things have changed since I was raised, especially in the family field. But I'm talk about that a different day, probably in November. So, I just kind of wanted to give a slight update on that. That yes, my body still is working with her against me with her, but honestly, I don't care. I think it's fine, and it's just the only problem is that vegan stuff can be slightly more expensive, which I don't understand why. I feel like, again, if a little more effort went into it, it could become better than like processed meats, and it could become cheaper. Right now, it's a little bit of a struggle, but eventually, I think, given time, it should be fine. I just wanted to kind of tell everybody that, you know what, I'm okay with this. I had a delicious dairy-free meal, and you know what? It's good because I had something with dairy in it probably the past 2 days, and at work, I kind of just lost my guts for like 5 minutes. It doesn't feel good, and it's worse for her. So when she accidentally gets poisoned with something, you know, it hurts for days for her. With me, it's like 1 or 2 poops maybe. But like, if my body does get worse, I know that I can start making my way there. The only problem I have right now is a dairy-free milk. So I'm gonna try some of those, and maybe maybe I can do an undisappointed video, because maybe I'll find one. Maybe I'll find one. So I have to try though. So when I do try all the different milks I can find, I'll let you know how it goes. But in the meantime, that's just kind of how it is right now. It's not bad. It's actually kind of good, not gonna lie. And those are my thoughts. Happy Wednesday? Yes.